Hi, I'm Jeff McErlain, and welcome to my latest TrueFire video blog for my upcoming course 50 Eclectic Blues Licks You Must Know. This lick's a little tough this week. It's called Upsy Downsy because I'm basically going up and down the scale, and I think kind of a cool way, mixing in some chromatic notes. But really what's going on, I'm just taking an A major pentatonic scale and an A minor pentatonic scale and kind of mixing them together. Or I can look at it as just an A minor blues scale with an added natural third. Okay, so let's check out the lick. It's over an A7 kind of funk groove. Okay, so there it is. It's a longer lick. It's a little more difficult. So what I'm going to do is break it into little groups and little sections of the lick. And I recommend you do that with any lick that is a little more difficult, a little longer, chromatic stuff. Just try to break it down into smaller sections to really take it in. First, let's talk about the notes. Basically, I think the easiest way to look at it is an A minor blues scale with an added C sharp, which is my added natural third. Give me some cool notes, some great chromatic notes. So I can have the C to the C sharp to the D to the E flat to the E. So it's the flat 3 to natural 3 to the 4 to the flat 5 to the 5. Okay, so let's break apart the lick. First half is this. Okay, so I'm playing A to G up to C to C sharp. Sorry, C sharp to C. Now, back from A to G to A. So, right? So, now here comes the hard part. It's a little longer, but that's the phrase that works best. Alright, so here I have C, C sharp, D, E, E flat. So, now back down the blues scale, D, C, A, C sharp, right? So C to C sharp, C to C sharp, then A to G, right? So now once again. Alright, so now C, C sharp, D, E, E flat, D, C, C sharp, A, G. I missed out on that A there. One more time. So C, C sharp, D, E, E flat, D, C, A, C, C sharp, A, G. Sometimes it's hard to say it really slow. Now, the easy part. So I'm going chromatically down from E to C sharp. So all together, 3, 4. That's the hard part. Now, the easier part of the lick, just the second half, I'm kind of improvising this. Still cool nonetheless. So I have a C and an E double stop on the 5th fret to A, right, on the blues scale, right on the 7th fret. Now I'm going to play E, slide it down with my 3rd finger to D, to C. Now A to G, back up to A. So. The end in that C. Okay, now, there's a lot of cool things going on in the lick. Obviously, there's cool chromatic notes, but once again, it's an A minor pentatonic scale with an added natural third, which would be a C sharp. So it gives you all these kind of cool notes, but for me, the main thing about this lick is how I'm kind of accentuating other notes more than other ones. And I'm not doing specific notes like this case. They're all 16th notes, but I'm not accentuating the second 16th note or the third 16th note. I'm kind of going up in down the scale, accentuating stuff that just kind of feels right. Let me show you what I mean. So I'm kind of picking harder and softer. Mess around with that articulation of the notes, and I'm using the dynamics. I'm just picking harder and picking softer. So it's a great way to start there. Really accentuating that C sharp, which sounds much cooler than going, right? Right, so it kind of pushes the line forward. And any really great player does this. You listen to Robin Ford or Mike Stern or Schofield or Mike Landau and Scott Henderson. These guys are using dynamics a lot within a line. They're not just playing softer or louder sections. Within an actual line, you can pick harder and pick softer. And for me, it gives it this great forward motion in the line. Adds some tension. It just makes it much more interesting. So kind of mess around with that kind of idea. Softer and harder. See what I mean? So by plucking harder and softer, it really kind of gives it this great motion. And it just feels better than everything being the same volume, which to me sounds really boring. Okay, so it's a harder lick, a lot of cool chromatic notes, but I think you'll have not much of a problem getting it together. But the thing I really want to stress is that the dynamics within the line as much as the chromaticism in the line. So once again, this is on my 50 Eclectic Blues Licks video coming out soon on TrueFire. And I call it 50 Eclectic Blues Licks because it's just 50 licks within the blues genre that I think you really should know. There's some traditional blues, there's some progressive stuff like this, there's some rock stuff, there's some country kind of licks, a lot of jazz stuff, some classic turnaround ideas too. But stuff that for me that are just like, you play blues. These are cool things to know. So I hope you dig this lick, and I certainly hope you come back and check out my next video blog. Thanks. Bye.